Salutations, friends. It's pal, said Stevie, out at Ladder Creek Falls for a little night excursion. And I got some flashlights on me. Maybe I'll be feeling frisky and we'll do some light testing while I'm out here. But you never know. I really just came out here to pass the time. It is Monday the 3rd. Tomorrow is Independence Day, 4th of July, and I got the night off. So I figured, what the hell? Come for a drive and see what happens. So this is New Halem, Washington. This is specifically the Gorge Powerhouse. Lots of hydroelectric energy is produced at this place, I guess. And yeah, I've been out here before. This is Ladder Creek Falls. I got a bridge to cross over there to get over there. It's a little after 9 p.m. and the sun, I think, is officially setting now at this point. Well, the sun is always setting, technically, right? Yeah, that's west, that's east. So it should be getting dark out pretty soon, and hopefully, unlike last time I was out here, hopefully they have fixed some of the lights, and the waterfalls will be all lit up tonight. So, yeah. Here is the suspension bridge that I must traverse to get to the falls. This is going over the Skagit River. I'm willing to bet that the first part of this video probably didn't have the best audio. I had my tripod extended out, and so I forgot to put on my lav mic, and I'm willing to bet that the audio wasn't that great, but I have it collapsed closer to my face so you can probably hear my voice a little bit better and probably pick up the river a lot more. But yeah, I don't know what time officially the lights will turn on, but you guys have probably seen this before, and on the way out of the video for sure, you'll see the difference when it's all lit up. Just in the minute or so that I cut out recording, the light just popped on. So it'll start illuminating soon. So I can already start seeing some lights. You see those back there? So they do definitely have some lights going. Hopefully they got them all. But yeah, got company on the other side of the bridge. And this used to be all lit up too. I was told that they were starting cleanup and restoration on this. But this used to have falls going in it and lights, and would be all lit up at night as well. And it definitely looks like they're making progress, but not quite. Got some other very lovely folks out here this evening. Here is, I don't know if I've ever actually read all this, so maybe I will for the first time when I am editing all this together. Lav mic is plugged in. Hopefully the audio will be a lot better from here on out, but can't even see it. Hidden by the beard. So I was just starting to notice, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, how much the skeeters are out. And so I actually recently put back into my backpack my said Stevie Citronella scented beard oil. So I applied a couple of dabs to the beard, a couple behind the ears, and a couple dabs on my wrist, and kind of wiped it around in my arms as well. So hopefully those pesky skeeters will stay at the bay. Shameless plug. Sun is definitely starting to set even more, and I am losing daylight. If I head straight up and to the right here, brings me it brings me up to the actual lighted falls. And it does look like more lights are working than the last time I was up here. So that is a good sign. Hopefully that is fixed. But I could make a straight shot up to the falls. It's not a very long hike at all, and it's all trail here. There's no, it's all a gravel trail and stairs. But I'm gonna cut around back and go up and around and come down into the falls. Again, I've been here before. I feel like I need to find new spots to go to so that I'm not just repeating all this. But I've never been out here during this time of night and filmed. This is the backside of the gorge now. And got to go down some stairs, then up some stairs to hit the trail. I think it might be time to actually start busting out the flashlights and have some illumination, because it is getting pretty dark. This is the Dapper Ion that actually started having problems with recently. But I also got, it's already flashing red on me, even though it was completely charged on the way up here. So don't know what's going on with my black aluminum Dapper Ion. So maybe I will switch over to my Workos or my Arkfeld, and I might have an Olight in my backpack also. So we shall see. This is the truck light that I have, or this is what I keep as my truck light up in my visor. This is the Workos RC11. I don't remember the lumens on this. I will roll that in somewhere, I think. On high, I think I get 1350 lumens. So I think that's on turbo. And I really don't know how long I get it for. I've never had to use it for an extended period of time, really, to where it kicked down on me. So we shall see. I don't know, they must have a sprinkler system here or something. Everything is wet, but, oh yeah, there's a sprinkler head right there, actually. And, man, now this is going red on me. I charged this also. Maybe I got something going on with my chargers. I don't know. Jeez, that's weird. But what happens if I step it down? That's still good, really, with what I need for right now. So, but yeah, sprinklers just watered the area. Nothing this way, really. Everything is up vis-a-vis. And I really don't need the flashlight right now, so I'm going to put it away. Y'all can still see just fine, right? Hope so. I mean, if you're saying no, you're not really here to let me know. But it looks okay so far. The first part of this walk is all uphill, and then there's an even bigger staircase that I got to climb. So with the lav mic on, you'll probably hear me doing some huffing and puffing, because yeah, there's another sprinkler head right there. As I've said before, not in the greatest shape, I'm not in good shape by any stretch of the imagination, but more activities like this is getting me a step in the right direction. All right, let me pull out the Arkfeld, because I know this one has a full charge. Yep, full charge. And I don't remember the lumens on this either. That's the highest setting, which I think might be at 1200. I'll roll that in at some point as well. But got this, seems like this bridge has seen better days. During flood season, when the water is really running, you do get some water runoff through here before, or I've shown before. Let's see, so that's on the highest. All right, hold and press to cycle through on Olight. That's the lowest. What happens if I stick this to my hat? Well, that definitely makes it better. Wearing a headlamp for hiking is a lot better, for sure. I have ascended the stairs, the first part, and I still have all those ones to go up. Bench that's full of water for me to pop a squat for a sec. All right, getting into my backpack. I just busted out. This is what I kind of consider my emergency light that I keep in my center console of my truck. Looking to replace this, but just because I don't like Olight's proprietary charging system, but this is the Freyer, and this is a tail light. This gives me, I think, 1700 lumens. So this is a thrower for sure, more of a spotlight. It's a tail cap to activate low and high. You can have momentary on, short presses, or just long press. And then also from the side switch, I can now get into red beam, green beam, blue beam. And then it comes with one of these, cones that I keep in the sheath that it comes with. And now I can be Anakin, Luke, or Mace, Jedi with this thing. So that's a nice feature, I suppose. Comes with the cone. And then I have the good old SR Baton 3, I think this is. All right, yeah, that's right. Long press to cycle through. This light is not, it's okay, I suppose. I guess I was blocking it. I don't remember how many lumens I get with this, but this one is, out of the three little lights that I got, probably the better of them. Again, I just don't like that proprietary charging system. And I know that there are other lights out there similar to this size, same lumens, that have USB-C recharging. So I am going to walk with the Arkfeld clipped to my hat on its medium setting. I hear the sprinklers. I wonder if I'm going to have to walk through sprinkler mist. But yeah, I don't know how good this video is going to end up being, that everything's in the dark. Not really doing a good job at being able to show off the scenery. In pockets, got my Stronza blades, fixed blade, in my Lancelot leather clip slip. That's on me. And then I'm also carrying something that hasn't got much pocket time since I got it. The MBK Sea Otter. Got this at Blade Show and put it in my knife case and kind of forgot about it. So that's got some pocket time today. I'm really digging it. I'm walking through a little bit of the mist. headlamp on this type of hat is not the greatest because it wants to way down the front and it's not a baseball cap. So it makes me want to keep adjusting my hat. Also in pockets right now, and I got a knife case on me, but the American Blade Works Model 1 Warncliffe, that's been in pockets for quite some time. And then, like I said, I have a bunch of other knives in my backpack as well. I've just brought them with me. Never know when the opportunity to take a good picture with some knives might come about. So I realized I was going to try to show you guys what it looks like when I have my headlamp on. But by doing so, I would be blinding you guys. So that's what I got going on, illuminating the path. I guess a good testament to, or this will be a good test to see how long the battery life is practical. The practical battery life of the Arkfeld. The other reason why I'm not using the SR Baton 3, I wanted to make this point and then I stopped, but that thing gets pretty hot to the touch. The batons definitely, the longer they run, the hotter they get, which most flashlights are going to. But one thing I've noticed with the Arkfeld is that it does not. And this is also the Arkfeld UV. So like, it'll charge choo-choo. Chugga, 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 choo-choo. Where I go, choo-choo goes, be up. But the Arkfeld, even on this, I think I said I got it on the medium setting. Yeah, the medium setting. Let's see, long press. That's low, medium, high, low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Yeah, I got it on the medium. It hasn't gotten hot at all. I mean, you see that blocking out the light completely? I have my hand butted up against it, and it's cool. So that's a plus for this. Arkfeld is a light that maybe I dismissed it too soon. Maybe it is a good light. Again, I just don't like the proprietary charging system. I keep saying that, but I don't. So you can start seeing down there, I'm back up towards where I'm overlooking the lighted falls, and it definitely looks like all the lights are back up and running again. You can see them down over there, and you can see them over here. So that's good because those were not running last time I was here. Another bridge to cross. This is another area that in the rainy months and flood season, this is a fall in itself. You can see the water wheel right there that does run. Do you guys hear that in the background? Must be other people. I hope that's all that is. I'm kidding. I'm not spooked yet. And for those always asking, I may as well just show it at this point. I do not roll out into these parts naked ever. This is my Sig Sauer P365 XL that I carry inside the waistband when I'm out here. I do have a Holosun 507K on it. I don't know if it'll pick it up or not. Let's see, because I have, well, it's not picking up. There it is. Can't get it to pick up my dot from behind the camera. You can see my tritium front sight that I have, but why can't I get it to go through the, anyway, it is zeroed in. It is zeroed in, and I just tested it. You know, I don't shoot as much as I used to, but I still like to keep my skills sharp. So I do go out and make sure that it's still zeroed. Always do a couple of test shots. So inevitably, someone's always going to say in the comments, are you carrying while you're out there? I don't talk about it a lot, but or show it off in pocket dumps and whatnot. But my pistol is literally part of my EDC. I don't go anywhere without it. So just because I don't show it off and talk about it, I get a lot of people ask that though. So lighting of the falls gives a little history of that. But yeah, I do carry a pistol. There's looking down at some of the falls there. Up here, at least they have overhead lights, so I don't have to have my flashlight on right now. But yeah, I also carry a spare magazine and a magazine holster, a Pitbull Tactical Universal Mag holder. And then my carry ammo is my Spear Gold Dots 124 grain is what I carry for my self-defense ammo. So now this is where the trails or paths intersect. I can go down to those falls, or I can go up to the main fall here, which is what I'm going to do. Well, what a disappointment. The main falls are not lit up. So this is the light bar right here that should be projecting out onto the fall. Major bummer, because it's really, really cool when it changes lights or changes colors. This light bar right here. It goes from blue to pink to red, back to pink to blue, and projects out onto the main fall there. So that's a big bummer that is not lit up. They're so pretty. I got the Frayer back out. Definitely a lot more lumens. Gives a better picture of the fall there. So that's a bummer. So no point in me going all the way up there then. You can kind of get a better view of the lights when they're lit up when you're up there, but that's just a dead end right there. It just goes up and stops right there. So I'm not going to bother going up there. But I will do an about face, and we'll head down there to the, hopefully, it looks like most of the lights are on, so hopefully all of them are, and we'll get a little bit better look at those. So I'll link it. Maybe I'll put a card up here, but this is actually one of the very first spots that I ever did a Ramblin' from the woods. It was out in the snow. I was sitting on I don't know, in my mind it was like a foot of snow, a lot of snow on this bench, and I set up the tripod right over here, and ironically I did like a video on the Dapper Ion, and I think I also did like my top gear of 2021 maybe, I don't remember, but I definitely sat out here and recorded a video. So I think that was probably the first time that I came out here. So I was ready to do actually like a long-term re-review of this. In that video that I linked earlier, I made one statement that's absolutely not accurate after getting new information. I originally said that the Dapper Ion was a US-made light, and that was why I first initially bought it. Dapper Ion, or Dapper Designs, never made that claim, but and it's been since pulled down, but Urban EDC Supply actually had this listed, the titanium one, as a made in the United States light. And I could not find any backup of that, and asked them about it. And they eventually got back to me and said, oh, that was a misprint, and they took it down. So Dapper Ion is definitely not a USA-made light. And I have also since put this i3T Olight clip on it, so it's more deep carry and more reversible. This does have a magnet on it. I do like this light, but I've told people in the past, save your money, save the $10 and get the aluminum one if you can. And I carry this more than the titanium one. But over the last week or so, I've been having problems with it. And this was fully charged. Uh, Turned it on after I got out of the truck and it started flashing red. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I can't actually cycle through all the lumens now because the battery's dying. It will not go into that 650 lumens. So there's that. I don't have any signs of any issues going on with my titanium one. So yeah, so that's interesting. But yeah, I guess I'm carrying this Arcfeld more on this. Let's let it run at full lumens, and we're at 439 on my counter here. We shall see. Well, that's not going to work if I end up pausing or something. How long it's going. So let me just check my watch real quick. It is 10:07 ish. 7 minutes past 10 p.m. So we'll see how long this runs and start stepping down. It's on a you can see it's on a full charge. I believe that's a full charge anyway. Yeah. So we'll keep it on. I mean, I'm going to have to turn it off here in a minute anyway when I get down to the falls to show you guys the falls. So undecided. In that video that I talked about linking earlier, you will see it was fully snowed in up here when I was out here then. I think that was in December of 2021. But this also gets lots of water that runs through, and this is typically underwater, and you have to they've removed the sandbags and everything. There used to be sandbags. I don't know. But this was all iced over, and I thought I was going to slip and bust my ass. But I don't have that problem now. But yeah, I guess it's been a minute since I've been out here, and they've made some changes, and the sandbags are removed. This might end up being one of my truest rambles from the woods. I don't know what the hell I'm going on and on and on about. Oh, X marks the spot. That's trippy. I just distracted myself. Yeah, I'm truly rambling. Having a good time. I don't know about you folks, but I'm already disappointed. Already disappointed. Didn't complete that last thought either. Before I move on, I guess I should. Let me sit down just for a momento. Let me pop a squat. Let me talk to you. Let me also wet my whistle. Have to bring some high quality H2O when you're out on a hike. It's also fairly warm out tonight for Pacific Northwest standards. It's probably 75 degrees. It was hotter today in the mid 80s, and it'll cool down to the 60s overnight. But right now it's still probably about 75-ish. So I'm just schwitzing a little bit. Low level hike, a walk. I shouldn't call it a hike. That probably misrepresents what this is completely. I went for a walk. This isn't a hike by any means. But it's good to stay hydrated. And yeah, water is the best solution for that, right? But yeah, I came out here just because I was bored. It was Monday night. I don't got to work tomorrow. As I mentioned, it's Independence Day. So that might be what the title of this is. Happy Independence Day. Ramblin' from the Woods episode, whatever I'm on. Happy Independence Day. But yeah, I'll get into it to a minute. But the falls are not lit up like I thought they were going to be. You got some light, but when I came walking up here, I was like, oh, good. It looks like they fixed things. No, they're in the exact same condition that it was last time I was out here. And they really don't have, they have a quarter of the lights going. So they haven't been putting any updates online for anything to saying when they're going to change that. So, X-Files. So I don't know if it's not worth coming out here again until they fix the falls or the lights. That's part of coming out here. Sure, it's a nice drive, but there's other spots I could have hit up. Probably not for a night walk like this that are lit up like this with path lighting. It'd be all flashlights. But shout out to the Last Ranger also. I've been wearing this shirt for like 4 days in a row, man. I got to do my shirt laundry. But not having the falls lit up is a big bummer because it really is awesome. I don't know if that last video that I keep referencing had it then. I think it did. But the last couple times I've been out here, they have not been lit up. And so, this was a nice drive. It's about let's see here, probably just shy of 2-hour drive out this way for me. And yeah, it's a fun little getaway out in the North Cascades where you don't really run into very many people whatsoever. And that's the way I like it. There's a lot of trails out southeast of where I'm at. I go northeast of where I live. I could go southeast for a lot of awesome spots, but they're too popular, and there's a lot of people that go out there. And I like coming out here and not having other people around. Sure, you run into a couple people here and there, but nothing. The trails aren't crowded. And as I've said plenty of times, I've been coming out here since I was just a wee little lad, and I like it out here. I feel home out here. So yeah, no agenda as always. Just rambling. I guess that's why I call it Rambling from the Woods. I shouldn't be expected to have an agenda, right? It's the same thing. I show you what's in my pockets. Yammer on about whatever. I've gotten to episode 26, 27. I've lost count. And I think there's always a point in the video where I'm like, I don't know why I do these things. I just need to shut up and just do them, right? So, coming up on this bridge here, you can see lights off to my right. But you should be able to see lights off to the left as well. And I'm back to the Freyer. So I can get some throw here. So the lights that you see down here should be on this side of the bridge as well and illuminating all this. And they're not. And this looks pretty badass when it's all lit up. So the fact that it's not, is a bummer. But it is on this side. It's just not as cool because you're not looking, I don't know. It's all right. It will change. I guess it'll go red, white, and blue, won't it? How fitting, being that it is Independence Day in the morning. This will be posting on Independence Day. The 4th of July, as my daughter has said since she was old enough to talk, the 4th day of July. Happy 4th day of July, she's always said. She never says 4th of July. It's always happy 4th day of July. And there it's going back from pink to red now. It should get a fairly deep red. Nope, it's going back to blue. I've never really watched for a pattern in this before. That's where we were up there. That's where the bench is anyway. Kind of that top light right there. That's the bench. Looking down here now. It's still on blue. Maybe it's transitioning back towards red now. A little bit of pink creeping in. There it goes. Red and blue. And I think the blue will disappear into red. So I think you guys get the point. But even down there, it's supposed to be lit up, and it's not. So there's another light bar right down there that typically lights up the face of this fall as well. So what you have going on here is typically going on right down there as well. So that's really disappointing. I don't know what's up with that. What's up with that? Ooh wee. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe the bulbs are expensive and they haven't been replaced yet. Maybe it's a personnel issue. I don't know, but it's a bummer. You got another spot that's lit up down there, which is a much more, I guess you can see the lights over there. But really what needs to happen is they need to come through and trim a bunch of this brush and clean up the view for sure. And yeah, again, there used to be lights all through this area down here. This Freyr does a really good job. I like the Freyr. I don't use it too often. This sits in my center console just waiting to be used. Just had to tell these nice folks not to be disappointed when they get up to the top, because the falls are not lit up. And even they said how sad. That's what they came out here for. So, yeah, maybe it's a personnel thing. Maybe it's a funding thing. I don't know. But, you know, I would think that these are powered with energy from the freaking dam that we have, the hydroelectric dam that we got going on. And you should be able to have, maybe it actually explains in here. I just got to read it. I'll read all this later. But yeah, so that's the last part of the falls that are all lit up. And if I do an about face, that is where I started the walk that went up and around up there. So just for point of reference, I'm back down at the bottom of the trail. And this is it. That's the last of the lighted, the last of the falls that are lit up. But it really is disappointing that they don't have more lights lighting things up. There you go. That's a nice deep red. Nice deep red. They have some sort of a light too. They had a couple lights, and I didn't be like, hey, do you want to be on my stupid YouTube channel? But they actually had one of those lighted walking poles that I've seen. What's Olight's other company? Obi or something like that? Olife or something? They have lighted walking trekking poles. And that's what she had. So, yeah, that didn't look very bright, but yeah. So here I am back. I like how everything lights up green back at the power station here. But the other thing I wanted to say, when I used to come out here as a kid, they had like string lights all throughout here. And I had come out here, I'll tell a quick story, which probably won't be quick at all. But, all right, I found a spot that might be better to tell the story. Let me tell you a story, folks, of a time. No. So it was actually about 10 years ago or so that I was looking for hikes to do with the family out in the North Cascades. And I came across this place called Ladder Creek Falls. And at first I thought it was the first time I was finding this place and online. And I started looking at pictures of it, and it instantly triggered all these memories that I had of going to a place that was all lit up at nighttime with lighted waterfalls. And I was like, is this a real memory that I'm having? Or is it just a figment of my imagination? And so I called my Uncle Frank, And I said, hey, so he's the one that when I was the age of around where I thought this might have happened, he lived with us at the time, and my Uncle Frank's who took me out on all my adventures as a kid. Uh, Uncle Frank, place out in the middle of nowhere that has lit up waterfalls, and there's a dam, and he goes, oh, Ladder Creek Falls. And I said, okay, so did we used to go out there as a kid? He's like, we drove out there probably 4 or 5 times when you were 5, 6, 7 years old, which would have been right around the time when I moved to Washington. I'm not a Washington native. My family is, but I am not. I was born in North Carolina, grew up in Pennsylvania, then moved out here when I was that old. So, yeah, completely forgot about it until I was an adult. And Zoe must have been probably, okay, so this was 10 years ago. So she was about 5 years old when we came out. There's an awesome, like a travel lodge place out here called the Totem Motel or something that we stayed at. Went and did a big hike on Father's Day, and then out at Thunder Knob, which is a place I'll be going to soon. But we came out here, and as soon as we got here, that's when it's brought back even more memories and realized that those were real memories. But it has changed over the years, as most things are going to. And they don't have like those tea lights, string lights up anymore. Like I said, a lot less. You can see them with their flashlight up there coming back down the trail. A lot less lights on the waterfall. So I'm back here where I started. That is the entrance to the bridge heading back. My truck is back that way. Switch back over to the Freyer. So you can see, it's got it goes a good distance. There's the, see, told you it'd be all lit up at night, but it's just cool. I don't know. One of the reasons why I come out here is just because it's probably because I thought this was so cool as a kid, and it brings back memories. One thing I just have to remember is to keep my distance from the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Because it's over the edge there. You can see the edge of the. I don't want to fall down, so I need to watch myself. There is a bench back up over here. Whoa, shit! Oh my god! Oh god! Did you guys just hear me scream like a little girl? The sprinklers just came on. That just scared the ever-living shit out of me. Did I scream like a little girl? No. The sprinklers came on as I was walking through there, and it just scared the shit out of me. And I'm recording, and I'm gonna, yeah. Oh boy, did I scream? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Holy shit! Instantly, I was trying to process what the fuck was going on. It sounded to me like we're right by the electric station over there. I thought something was blowing up. Holy shit! Whew! I didn't get wet at all, but these sprinklers had popped up out of nowhere, and holy frickin' shit, man! I wonder how good that'll come through on the video. I was walking over to this bench is what I was doing. All right, I'm all frazzled now. I think what I was talking about was, this is nostalgic for me, and I like coming out here. I don't know. I've completely lost my train of thought on whatever I was talking about. So, yeah, remind me what I was talking about in the comments, and maybe I'll pick up that conversation another time. But I think it had something to do with enjoying coming out here. One of the things that is cool is I have come out here with Zoe a couple of times, and she remembers this place from when she was a little kid now. And it's actually, I was hoping to find out that the falls were more lit up so I could bring her and her friends out here. Last time I came out here with Zoe, or when I came out here with her when she was a kid, she got to see all the falls completely all lit up. And she does remember that. Last time I came out with her was during the day and the falls weren't lit. But she asked if I could bring her and her friends out here. And I'd love to come out here with them. However, if it is going to be lackluster like that, no point. So good to know that I'm going to have to make some calls. But didn't waste a trip coming out there with them. It's not easy to get her and her friends to want to come out and do stuff with me. And I'd like to take advantage of it. So here I am back at the Gorge Power Station, getting ready to head back to the car. Oh, I just blinded myself. Why did I do that? There. It's green. This is a magnet, right? It is. Keep myself lit up here as I sign off. But anywho, folks, yeah, completely frazzled after not sure if I thought that the power station was blowing up or something was coming out of the bushes to attack me. Good thing I did have a light and saw the sprinklers pop up because I did cool my jets instantly. But yeah, God, I hope that turned out as good as I think it might have, because I was genuinely, I didn't piss or shit myself, which is good. I think I kept my cool somewhat for being completely caught off guard. I think I did okay. I think that was the appropriate response, as a matter of fact. But anywho, that's going to be it. I didn't talk about Independence Day all that much. I'm not doing much for the 4th of July, other than once the sun starts to go down, we will be going to the municipal airport by us, and they do a fireworks show. But fireworks are illegal in the county that I live in. And, you know, although I live next to one of the largest tribes in Washington State, and they have a firework city, Boom City. You can hear them going off and in the distance, going, starting back in May, really. You step off the res and they are illegal. So I don't really bother with fireworks too much anymore. But yeah, happy Independence Day. It would have been a lot cooler, I think, if our forefathers would have gained our independence in the fall, when it's not so dry out and we got, don't have all the forest fire warnings and whatnot. Why couldn't we have the 4th of October? Maybe they could have had the foresight to, win the war in October. That way, years later, when the 4th of July just comes down to lighting off fireworks, you don't have all these fire hazards around. I don't know. That was supposed to come out a lot funnier than it probably did. It probably didn't come off funny at all. Almost at the back end of the bridge again. There it is from afar. Boom. How do I take a picture of this? How do I take a picture while I am recording? I don't remember. I'll just have to import a frame from this, but I don't know what I'm going to use for my thumbnail. I did. What you see is what you get right here. As you get up towards the very top, they are no more, and everything north of the first bridge is not lit up. So, yeah, everyone that's been coming up here, I've been out here doing the whole walk around, letting everybody know. It's been everybody's response. So it's been probably a year since they were on. That's annoying. I know. You're kidding, really? I wouldn't fuck with you like that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, I've been scouting for quite some time because my daughter and her friends want to come out here, but I don't want to bring them out here if it's not. It's very lackluster. I mean, it's cool. It's a nice, hike, but it's a lot cooler when it's all lit up, right? That's so weird. And I feel like I heard that they were back again. They've definitely cleaned things up since the last time I was out here, which is about 3 months ago. Well, yeah, I know that. So I think that's lamps are on. Yes, all the overhead lamps are on, and the trails up around the backside are cleaned up. All the sandbags are gone. They've cleaned up the fallen trees. The little garden right on the other side of the bridge is all cleaned up now. So maybe they're a step in the right direction, but yeah, it's still not. So if you're familiar with it, the very first bridge, everything from here down is lit up. Everything up above it, yeah, the lamps are on, but the lights are not up. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, because it's like right there. I don't know how much of that I recorded, but those people were nice. I realized I was recording, and I think I meant to pause it, and then ended up hitting record again. But yeah, did you hear how disappointed they were? And they live out here. Turns out they live out here and just haven't been out here for a while. And she had a couple of friends with her and wanted to show them. And yeah, so I'm gonna get back to the truck and then I'll wrap things up here. Back at the truck. Beer game's still pretty tight, I guess. Yeah, it's not looking too bad, despite being a little sweaty and a little humid out. Not too bad. Cab is lit up with the O-ball just because it blows it out a little too much when I have my dope scope on. So already got the Dapper Ion back on charge. It switched to blue when I pulled it off. Said it was fully charged, but then you guys saw it was flashing red and wouldn't let me go through all the motions. And then my Workhose is also on charge right now. I just turned everything off. Just turned my ignition off. I don't want to charge things. I don't want to charge things while I don't have the truck running, and don't want to have the truck running while I'm recording. So yeah, that's it. Happy 4th of July to all you mofos. Again, I got sidetracked a bunch with talking about Independence Day. Happy birthday, America, I suppose. I should be more patriotic than I am. I come from a military family. It's just as I get older, the less I go to big celebrations for the 4th of July. Again, don't like being around people as much. Just keep it very simple. So the whole party aspect of 4th of July doesn't seem, I'm as patriotic anymore as I used to be. But, I don't know where I'm going with that. But hope everybody has a safe 4th of July. Hopefully on Wednesday, you still have all 5 digits on your hands and still have all your limbs, 5 digits on your toes. Don't be lighting off bottle rockets with your feet. I used to have my buddy Brian used to launch bottle rockets out of his ass. Yeah. Brian Green. If you ever watch this video, shout out to Brian Green. Yeah. He used to do it. He could shoot a penny out of his asshole too. Don't ask me how I know. I saw him do it. That's how I know. But it took a weird turn here, didn't it, folks? Anywho, happy 4th of July. Hopefully, I can get all this put together tonight and have it uploaded by tomorrow at some point. It takes quite a while to put these different clips together. I use Clipchamp to edit on Microsoft. Maybe there's a better way, but it takes a long time to render. I think I did I was recording in 4K. I don't think I am anymore. I think that had a lot to do with the upload times. So hopefully I can get this put together. But that's all I got for you folks. I appreciate you tuning in and coming along with me while I does the rambling. And again, happy 4th of July. And until the next one, I bid you mofos, adeuces.